What's up, YouTube? Hudson Fan 15 back with another mail day. I saw the mail from Dave Big Fat Stack. I saw the very unique item from Grimmy AG2, and this will be the rest of the pickups, including, as you've seen in the title, the COMC order via rbicru7. Ryan, I suggest if you are not independently on check out my cards, and you don't want to have money tied up cashing in and out credit as a buyer, just to make offers on items, that you hit up Ryan and have him do the offering for you. Now also, because he's a seller which is in pretty high regard on there, he probably gets some better deals than just the average schmo user. So it behooves you to do that, and then it also helps him out in that he gets 100 when you pay him for whatever you end up winning. He gets 100% of the PayPal instead of having to pay their cash out fee for the items that he sells on the site. So help yourself, help him out, and away we go. So a couple of UFC pickups, MMA. I got a Ronda Rousey Bloodlines base card, and the green parallel 43 of 88. Now, I was debating, because Lambo Leap fan Marcus was kind enough to send me the TTM info on Miss Rousey, whether or not, I'm going to send one of these two. And that was my purpose for picking up one, and then the other one just happened along. Is it... I'll take a vote from people, and I might not go with the vote, but I'm just kind of looking for opinions. Between the two, which would you think would be a better one to send? The parallel will allow for, especially because now I've shown it to you in unautographed condition, a certain degree of unique, identifiable, whatever, but that one's probably worth a little bit more. So I was leaning towards just the base, and I'm really hoping she signs it in like a silver or a gold so it stands out, because there's a lot of black throughout the background of this card, and it's even darker when it's the green. But yeah, I'd really appreciate some feedback on that, especially for you more experienced TTMers. Is this a good card to send based on this design, and which of the two do we think is the better shot at getting a quality auto back, and then maintaining a value on it? Okay, actually got a redemption from Topps. This was the card that Ryan Pine Tar Sports had sent as part of his farewell to the States care package to me. It came in very quickly. I'd seen these live already, so I was under the impression that they were ready to ship, and they were. 2012 Strata Clear Cut Jersey Auto of Kobe Fleener. Nice looking card right there. Still waiting on those two Hudson 5-stars from last year's baseball. It's going on, I think, 8 months for the first one. So, expecting to get that either call or letter / package asking about a replacement, or offering a replacement, or trying to send a replacement, and I'm just going to immediately turn around and decline it, and because I want those specific cards, unless they want to upgrade me to some kind of crazy-ass 101. Speaking of Hudson 101s, here is another one. 2009 Topps Authentic Sketch card. Popped up with a very reasonable buy it now. Discussed with the seller, because he hadn't put the back photo on it, what that looked like. And then I did some research. This will be the third one-of-one sketch card from this set that I have. So I started looking into how many of each player there were, and there really wasn't a list per se of that, or even a checklist of the players included in the set necessarily. I guess the way to validate these as legit is the artists, and then you just kind of have to use your best judgment as far as, is this player the actual player that it seems to represent. so there's some educated guessing involved. But that looks like Huddy. That looks like a couple of the others that are out there. This guy chose to do just a black and white with a little shading job. There's one that looks somewhat similar that's color. You guys can see those in my photo bucket. But a unique set, and I haven't seen Topps doing it with baseball that much lately. So I don't know if it was because of all the confusion that it inspired or whatnot. It would have been nice if they put a player name somewhere on there, but you know, looks like they just produced these very basic high gloss backs with this design and verbiage, and then just left the front completely open, other than that Topps logo up in the corner there, and said, "All right, have fun." So I guess that's what you have to deal with when you're dealing with artists. And finally, we're getting around to this COMC order. Check out my cards, or I guess they changed it from check out my cards to COMC so that the C can stand for collectibles. And as you can see, they're doing all kinds of specials, and they're always running some kind of deal. Especially if you're looking for set stuff or single player. You can browse team stuff, but that gets a little much. So if you have specific players that you're targeting, that would work out. These first three cards I picked up specifically because I know people who collect these, or two of these fighters, and then one guy just came off a big win, and I thought it was just a great deal. So all three of these are going to be immediately available. It's not going to break my heart if I keep any of these, but if you're interested, let me know. Out of 2012, I believe this was Knockout. Why don't they put the set names on these damn things? Brian Bowles, and that is the Ruby Red 4 of 8. Then we've got the 2010 Moment of Truth, a victorious Mark Munoz, before he packed on all the weight and then lost it all. Numbered 1 out of 8. And I believe this will be 2012, again, Bloodlines, I believe. Adam J, this is, like I said, a specific target pickup for you. Let me know if you want to work something out for it. Frank Mir, 7 of 8. So, hopefully, we can work something out for that. And, so if anybody's interested in those three, let me know. I know there are some Clay Guida collectors, and I'm going to send this video to them. I like Clay Guida. I've always liked Clay Guida, so I wouldn't mind having a little mini PC of them. The fact that I picked up 5 of the same card lends to the belief that I probably want to move 1 or 2 of them. So, again, any Clay Guida collectors, let me know if any of these jump out at you. So these are the, here, I can just look at the list here for these specific sets, since Topps decided that they didn't want to do that. Let's see, the Brian Bowles was 2012 Knockout, the Mir was 2012 Bloodlines, and the Munoz was 2011 Moment of Truth. And then these are all from 2012 Bloodlines. They're starting off with the Clay Guida, the smaller mem card. This one's 7 of 188, so all 5 of these are out of 188, but there's some nasty mem logos. That's a 4-color. That's a 3-color with 4 breaks. And then we've got a 1, 2, 3 color with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 breaks. 4 color with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 breaks. And 4 color with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's being conservative breaks. Alright, and then this jumbo, I have not even tried counting the breaks here, and it looks like there's just 4 colors. There's white, red, green, and black with some different shades thereof, but that's nasty right there. And then I do have one Clay Guida autograph in the collection. I believe it's the main event auto. So I had Ryan pick me up the Leaf MMA little red set that they did. and the 2012 Finest looks kind of refractorish sticker auto. So, like I said, a blossoming Clay Guida PC right there. And then a couple of Chris Liebens. He just lost this weekend, unfortunately. Got a Finest Jumbo Fight Mat 2011. Little V-looking thing right there. And then I have the Finest Moments autograph of his from 2011, but this is just the regular base on card. And I'm glad it wasn't a sticker, because he would have gone way off it. So building, you know, little Chris Lieben pickups here and there, not going too nuts on him. And then we got some Cowboys Cerrone. There's a guy on there who wanted like 40 for a base print plate, and I couldn't justify even going up to like 20 when I paid $22.50 for a 101 two-color matte plate. So just wait for that to come down a bit. I've got a out of let's see, this is the Bloodlines. What do they call this? The Flag Parallel Cerrone out of 188. Great looking card. That's a fantastic looking set. And then a dual auto from the Leaf MMA. This is numbered 96 of 100. And it's Cowboy Cerrone and Fight Master cast member and trader extraordinaire Greg Jackson. So very nice there. They call it showdowns. I doubt they've ever fought, but now this is an autograph, and this will be the last MMA pickup that I have been coveting for a very long time. I've come close to picking them up, or whatever else, for a number of times. This is one of the better prices I've seen for it that Ryan was able to negotiate. If you're looking for an auto of his, I know this seller had a number of these, and he took an offer of $15 on it. So you do that plus shipping, and you're still way ahead of where you'd be on eBay. 2010 UFC, I believe this is round 4. It is a sticker, though. Hoist Gracie. The true, in the truest sense of the form, legend of the sport. And I know that gets thrown around a lot, but, I mean, this guy was the innovator and brought Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to the masses and made it so that everybody realized very early on with the UFC format, and this is before they did weight classes, that any fighter can win on any given night as long as they're using their brain. And he's an inspiration, and he's one of those guys that came way before the full success of the UFC that he can really revel in, and especially with the impact that he had on it. So that's already in a magnetic now. Alright, 3 more here. Got a couple of Colts threw in. Don't really have much at 5-star. So saw this and thought it was a pretty decent price. 2 out of 15. Dual 1-color prime of Colby Fleener and Dwayne Allen. Just a neat looking set. That's why I decided on that. Just the price and a neat looking set. I'm sure there's better patches out there, but speaking of neat looking, I had not seen this before. 2012 certified Fabric of the Game 7 of 10 Colby Fleener. I guess what they call it, they just call this footballs, but it's like a nameplate and team logo kind of thing. So it's actually probably better to look at it like that, with his name that was apparently stamped on the ball and the Colts logo there. 7 of 10. So that is an awesome looking card. Awesome looking card. And I paid, there's one on eBay that I saw and I paid half that. So great deal there. And then what started all this mess, really, I was waiting. I had a couple of these cards in mind, and then I really hadn't gone and searched and whatever until I saw this come up, and I knew I wanted to you know, chase after it. 2009. Wow, way off. 2009 Allen and Ginter, Tim Hudson Silk card, number 1 of 10. So that was that's what got this all launched. And again, Ryan, really appreciate all the effort on your part, bud, going and dealing with a lot of these different sellers and having to take counter offers and come back to me with things and whatnot, and just vastly exceeded my expectations as always. So you're the man, and we made it through this time without them sending me any of your cards. So thought that was noteworthy as well. They have this screwball thing. If you submit cards to be sold on the site and they can't find them in some kind of directory, they'll just arbitrarily send them back in a package without telling you, with a little, hey, sorry, we couldn't work this out message, which garbage, but whatever. So I appreciate all your efforts. I hope you and Neil have a good time hosting the next trade night, which is number 10, I believe, and then heading off to Nationals, which is I know that's in the cards. So want to thank Ryan, rbicru7, Neil, as always, as part of that crew right there. And again, let me know on that Ronda Rousey idea that I had. All right, YouTube, peace.